Summer breeze makes me feel fine, ladies and gentlemen. John Ford Coley.
Yeah.
Hey, Coolio.
John Ford Coley. Right?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Remember him?
Check.
And I'll be Denmark Tom. Live.
Okay, just a second. Are my teeth in straight? Today.
Well, hey, everybody. I'm Tom Wurth, and welcome to another Wurthwhile Wednesday special edition number 19. We've been doing these for a while.
19 of them.
19 of them.
Yeah.
19 of them. And what a great time to have you on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to one of my very good friends, extended family, producer, biggest critic, John Ford Coley, everybody. Give him a big round of
Hello.
applause on Facebook, if you
How you
would.
doing?
Thanks for coming on this week,
Well,
man.
thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
It's nice to be anywhere nowadays, isn't
That's
it?
true.
Well, I usually kick it off. Is that okay? Should we do a song that I'm going to do a song that you co-produced, actually,
Okay.
off of the first album.
Smoke on the water.
Man,
Is that it?
that was the second one we did.
Second one. Okay.
That was the second one. Anyway, I'd like to do this song, and we had a lot of fun recording this album with Bart Butler as well. And do you remember the title of the album?
It was somebody's name.
Rhymes with Humperdinck.
Right.
Here we go. You can sing the harmony if you want to. Oh, yeah. After driving all night, Daddy stopped the car, said, "Wake up, kids. Here we are. This is your new home." That Oldsmobile, all I could see was an ocean of fields out in front of me. It just rolled on and on. Daddy crossed the fence and he knelt down, filled his hands with rich farmland, and he said, "This is good ground. You got it all underneath your feet. There's room to grow, there's time to breathe, and dreams stretch high under summer skies. This is where I'm from, this is who I am. Down these roads I became a man, and they're calling me where my roots run deep, deep down. This is good ground." My mama had me digging in the flower bed. There it was, an arrowhead, and all I wanted to be was a Cherokee. Seasons change and childhood goes. I laid down a homemade bowl for a brown-eyed girl. She changed my world. I learned to drive so we could drive around. We made the sweetest memories here on good ground. We had it all underneath our feet. There's room to grow, there's time to breathe, and dreams stretched high under summer skies. This is where I'm from, this is who I am. Down these roads I became a man, and they're calling me where my roots run deep, deep down. This is good ground. Well, I drove all night, then I stopped the car, said, "Wake up, kids. Here we are. This is your new home. It's been too long." Crossed that fence and I knelt down, said, "Everybody gather around, hold out your hands. This is good ground. You got it all underneath your feet. There's room to grow, there's time to breathe, and dreams stretch high under summer skies. This is where I'm from, this is who I am. Down these roads I became a man, and they're calling me where my roots run deep, deep down. Deep down. Deep down. This is good ground. Oh yeah. how are you, man?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to him.
Okay. I'm good, man. I mean, I've escaped this whole thing and haven't had to deal with any of it, and it's been cool. I've been doing everything that they told me not to do. Probably
You look like you've gotten taller.
I have, as a matter of fact. Tom and I are going to be punching one another on the arm all night long, swapping lies like we're at the fire pit or something.
This is going to be a fun night tonight.
So
I've been looking forward to this. I was so excited when you called me last week and said, "Hey, can I come and be on the show?" And I tell you what, it's a rare occurrence that you've heard me talk. You guys have heard me talk about a lot of other artists, but if I was to write a book, I'd have to dedicate at least a chapter or two to this man right here. And it's just an honor to have you here, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. That last song was written by Bill Luther, right?
Bill Luther, Bob Regan, and Nisha Sheridan.
Oh, okay. That's a good song. Now I remember why we recorded it.
That's a good song. It's a good song. So I've set the bar here. Don't mess it up.
Well, it's okay. Tom's a singer. I'm not a singer. I sit here and kind of mess up things. Tonight, I thought I would do something a little bit different. You know, by and large, people expect me to play certain songs all the time, and I do, and I enjoy playing those songs. They're always a lot of fun, but I think probably the most fun that you can have is to stretch into something new. And so tonight, I kind of thought it'd be like what I do when I go up into my room. You know, I don't sit there and play I'd really love to see you tonight and love is the answer and things like that. I just play. And I never practice. I just kind of play and write and come up with new things. And it's a lot more entertaining like that for me.
Like Smoke on the Water?
Like Smoke on the Water version 2. But I thought I would kind of start off with one of the hardest songs tonight vocally to kind of get things going. Tom actually, I came in when we were recording on the Eclectic album, and I said, Tom, listen to this song, man. This song came to me last night, and tell me what you think of it. So I played it, and Tom, it's the first time I've ever seen Tom really get angry. He said, why didn't you wait to write that song with me?
That's the only thing that was wrong with it.
And I said, well, Tom, I didn't write it. And he said, no, you told me you wrote this song last night. And I said, no, I didn't. I said, this song came to me last night. I have no idea who wrote this song. So I know that kind of sounds creepy. I still don't know who wrote this song.
It's one of my favorites.
But it was, I've been a horseman most of my life and been around, that environment. So I was watching a show called Heartland quite a bit, and it was all about horses, and I enjoyed it. And this song kind of came out of this, I think. We'd sit by the fire ring, you'd spell out your dreams. There was just so much inside you. The big sky above us heard every word left unsaid. The wide world before us was our only aim. We both knew what we wanted, knowing one way or the other, we knew we'd go full steam ahead. Said we're like wild horses, untamed and free. Wild horses, unbroken were we, like wild horses, chasing the sun. We were born needing to run. We longed for open spaces, bigger and better things. Our family and friends tried to rein us, but corrals and fences and crossable streams break your soul. Said we're like wild horses, untamed and free. Wild horses, unbroken were we, like wild horses, chasing the sun. We were born needing to run. There was no you or me, there was just we, truer than we had intended. For dreamers like us, the road never ends. A lifetime before us, but then again we're like wild horses. We were like wild horses, untamed and free. Wild horses, unbroken were we, like wild horses, chasing the sun. Wild horses, we were like wild horses, running free. Wild horses, unbridled were we, like wild horses, chasing the sun. We were born needing to run. We were born needing to run.
Yeah, I'm still mad that I didn't get to co-write that one with you. That's a great song, man.
Thank you very much.
That is a great song.
Thank you.
He says it so humbly. He knows it's a great song.
No, you never know.
Well, I tell you what, this is so cool. I see so many people joining in tonight. It's great to have so many folks on this special Wurthwhile Wednesday with special guest John Ford Coley, a piece of musical history sitting up here in the studio right now. And you've influenced a lot of people. In fact, last week I saw, it was about a week and a half ago, I saw Neil McCoy.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about you.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Energetic.
That's right.
Gosh, that guy's got so much energy.
Well, he's, yeah, fantastic. But he was talking about England Dan and John Ford Coley and even singing some of the hits and stuff. So that's got to be really cool.
That's a nice little thing to have happen.
As long as he gets the check right to the house, right?
Absolutely. to the new address. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Hey, a lot of times I take a little moment every once in a while, and I love to say hi to the folks that tune in every week, and people like Becky Curtis and Heather Pelland and Ed and Dorothy, and I see Chris Johnson and Judith and Keith Long, and there's a bunch of them tonight, which is great, and Kathy Horsting. How are you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in to Wurthwhile Wednesday. This is a lot of fun. The cool part about tonight was usually when I've gotten to play with John before, he always sticks me in the most inconspicuous spots, basically because he likes to watch me sweat a lot.
Absolutely.
You know, it was like that time we went down to, what was it, Swallower at the Hollow or something like that in Rome, Georgia. It was me, John Ford Coley, and Tim Rushlow from Little Texas. And, man, they stuck me right on the end, and they said, well, why don't you go ahead and start? And unbeknownst to me, I mean, these guys have had a lot of hits. I've had a lot of hits, just not on the radio.
Your living room's great.
Well, right. And boys are getting big. But anyway, so I played a song, then John played a hit, then Tim Rushlow played a hit, then there was me. So tonight, he said, I won't be so hard on you. I won't play any of the hits. I bet he's going to have to. So I want to play something about the time that we met, actually. I had just signed my first publishing deal, or my second publishing deal, first big publishing deal to BMG Music. And you remember coming down there to the to the compound there?
Yeah.
And Chip Young was my song plugger. And Chip Young played guitar. He was a great guitar player. Played for Elvis. Played for he was the acoustic guitar player on Jolene for Dolly Parton. So anyway, this is a song I don't do very often, but in the spirit of stretching into something new other than these britches I'm wearing tonight.
Cool.
I don't know if you've ever heard this song. Well, I read about the miners in 1849 that rushed to California, the treasure they might find. And I heard of Spanish galleons swallowed by the sea, riches for the taking, but I've got all I need. She's as good as gold. In my eyes she makes a diamond look like a piece of coal. And I'm a wealthy man 'cause I've got her to hold. She's as good as gold. I went from rags to riches in a single touch. Nothing on this earth is more precious than her love. And having empty pockets will never bother me. I found a fortune worth more than most men ever dream. She's as good as gold. In my eyes she makes a diamond look like a piece of coal. And I'm a wealthy man 'cause I've got her to hold. She's as good as gold. In my eyes she makes a diamond look like a piece of coal. And I'm a wealthy man 'cause I've got her to hold. She's as good as gold.
Heard that before. That's a great song.
Thank you, man.
Great song.
Just the hits tonight, folks.
Just the hits. I was trained in a little different way than most people. I never considered myself a singer. I considered myself more of a piano player kind of a guy, and Dan and I we just kind of had harmonies that worked together really well. But the thing that I've always enjoyed about writing songs is I like big epic songs because, again, being raised in that classical environment, I mean, this is what I'm playing all the time. Something like that, or...
I love bluegrass.
That's a little bit of disco polka right there.
If you break into Pavarotti after that.
Oh, yeah, I could. But anyway, I just finished this song not too long ago. I started it, back about 2000. And I got so far on it, and then I thought I'd ask somebody else to maybe finish it up with me. And didn't want to, complete it because he thought it sounded like something else. And I went, no, man, it doesn't. So about 3 months ago, I pulled this thing up again and went back to what the original lyrics were. And it's got a big build in it. So I always think about saxophones, if you've listened to my stuff in the middle, playing these big kind of epic middle sections. So this is one called In Someone Else's Name. Staring into the bright city lights from the middle of a thundering rain. I know she may still be there, seems the numbers change. These dreams I had didn't take me as far as I had planned. How I've managed to live with just her face, I'll never understand. She said, I can't go. I said, I can't stay. Before you know it, life and time both slip away. I wonder what she's doing. If I ever cross her mind, does she think of me at all? From our past lifetime, did she find the one that would not leave any piece of us remain? Or did she find love in somebody else's name? Her house hasn't changed that much, except for that kid's bike by the fence. There's the porch where I left her standing, along with half my common sense. I remember her spirit of freedom as she danced in the sweet summer rain. But the call for fame was so strong, never quite overcame. She said, I'd love to go with you, but I have to stay here. It's amazing, weeks and months turn into years. I wonder what she's doing. If I ever cross her mind, does she think of me at all? From our past lifetime, did she find the one that would not leave any piece of us remain? Or did she find love in somebody else's name? Even if I were to find her, tell me what could I say to the one that I let slip away? I wonder what she's doing. If I ever cross her mind, does she think of me at all from our past lifetime? Did she find the one that would not leave? And I'm the only one to blame if she found a love. Someone else's name. Staring into the bright city lights in the middle of this thundering pain.
Well, if that's all the better you're going to do, for God's sakes. I tell you what, now I'm mad twice. First it was Wild Horses, now it's that one. That was awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
That was awesome. Man.
Yeah,
I'm back to the same old predicament I'm always in. You see what he does to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. Ann Jennings said she loved that song.
Oh, cool. Thank
you know
you
Ann?
very much. I do. I sure do, up in Rhode Island.
She's on here tonight. Hi, Ann. Say hi to John Ford Coley.
Hi,
Say
Ann.
hi to Ann.
It's a good time. It was good seeing you a couple of weeks ago up in Westerly. That was nice.
Westerly, Rhode Island.
Westerly, Rhode Island.
The home of Guild Guitars, right?
No.
Used to be.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's only one way to combat that, and that is with something you had a part of.
Cool. I like that. Expect me to sing on this.
You have to sing on.
I
this,
need a
man.
rubber band.
No, you don't, man. Just think Vince Gill.
Okay, I can do that.
This is a song that this was like the first time we ever got together. Chris Burgess introduced us.
Right.
I was writing for BMG Music. I've told the story. Some of the folks on here have heard this, and what's so cool tonight is they're getting an inside view of some of the things and people that have had a big influence on me. And it's always fun for me. But anyway, this was the first song that me, you, and Chris Burgess ever wrote together. I think for the three of us, it's the only song the three of us have written. Maybe we should do another one, but
well, you do this song so well, man. It's hard to follow that.
Don't be building it up and then I'll mess it up. See, this is what he does to me. Don't let him fool you, folks. He's setting me up. Trust me.
I'll pull an Eddie Money.
Oh, we'll have to tell some of those stories one day. Tonight I'm drinking straight out of the bottle, even though it sits next to the glass. I hope I can forgive myself tomorrow try to drown memories of the past. Well, these days the nights go on forever, 'cause I refuse to believe you're really gone. The only thing this empty bottle's proving is how good I've become at barely holding on. And I can still taste your kisses through the whiskey. I can still smell your perfume drifting by. I can still hear you whisper how you love me. I can almost touch you every time I close my eyes. Another teardrop falls on your picture as I listen for your footsteps in the hall. The only sound I hear is my heart breaking as I smash this empty bottle against the wall. And I can still taste your kisses through the whiskey. I can still smell your perfume drifting by. I can still hear you whisper how you love me. I can almost touch you every time I close my eyes. I can still hear you whisper how you love me. I can almost touch you every time I close my eyes. Tonight I'm drinking straight out of the bottle, even though it sits next to the glass.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. We made it through another one, John. How is everybody doing out there in Facebook land and YouTube land and the streaming? I seen Gene Justice is on. Hi, Gene. How are you? Glad to have everybody joining in tonight. It's a big honor and a privilege to have this man sharing the show with me this evening. And trust me, he makes me pedal the bike a lot faster. Oh, here we go.
A long time ago, I think Moses had just become a prophet during that time. But Dan and I played in a lot of different scenarios as far as the band that we were in. We started off with the Beach Boys, then we ended up, with the Young Rascals, and then the psychedelic kind of stuff.
When did you get into the Bee Gees?
Right off. As a matter of, but the real Bee Gees, not the fake ones later on. Right. But Dan and I actually ended up kind of playing fusion jazz, and I still end up with those kinds of things in me every now and then. And I wrote a song years ago with a good buddy of mine, Kerry Chater, out in Los Angeles. And I love Kerry immediately. I walked into the office where we were going to play. He had actually written one of the songs on the Fables album for Dan and I. I walked in, and he had a big Canadian flag on the wall. I went, okay, buddy, we're going to be good friends, So we wrote this song, and then I just kind of got to messing around one day and kind of came up with this whole other scenario to it. So if you'll indulge me a little bit, this is I'll see if I don't mess it up. This is a little bit of fusion jazz kind of stuff we used to play. Step through the door, smile back over your shoulder. You'll be back in a while, you got somewhere to go. Your love's gonna leave me hanging like the light from the front porch landing. Tell me it'll be okay, well that's easy. It's easy for you to say. Been watching the clock, the hands keep moving so slowly, but there's nothing on the TV that I'd ever want to watch. Too much time for nothing but thinking, too much love in a heart that's sinking. Tell me it'll be okay, well that's easy. It's easy for you to say. Get so tired of being alone without you, and the bags that packed by the time that you get home. Walk in, you act like nothing's happened. Wanna pick right up where we left off. Look around, I think I'm leaving. Find some way and I stop believing. You tell me it'll be okay, well that's easy. It's easy for you to say. Oh, well, that's easy. It's easy for you to say.
Good Lord.
And that's what we do when we go up and just play.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
So is that brand new?
All the musical stuff is. The song was written it was written 40 years ago with Carrie. So
Anytime anybody asks you if it's brand new, say yes.
yes.
We got to tell them. Oh, Sandy says there's smoke coming across that piano.
Yeah, I wish. Sometimes they work. You know?
I tell you what, man, you're a phenomenal player. Always have been. And, a lot of people don't realize that you are classically trained.
Yeah.
You just didn't go into the honky-tonks. You studied a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I tell you what. You want me to play one real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Of course.
This is pure jazz. And then you go. Just keep going.
That's boogie woogie jazz, man.
Boogie woogie.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun tonight, man.
Oh, good deal.
We should probably tell folks that this is kind of a really interesting time. Tomorrow, we're going out on the road.
Yeah.
We're heading to Austin, Minnesota, and we're going to go up and see my buddy and road manager. You know him,
Yep.
Scott Soderberg. I'm excited to be going out on the road.
Well, it's going to be nice to be able to get outside again. We're playing outside.
It's going to be beautiful. We're playing at the historic band shell in Austin, Minnesota. And if you guys are around, you need to come check that out. I also want to let everybody know that we are also going to, God willing, the internet is good enough there. We're going to be broadcasting the show. So if you live in Florida and you can't make it there, it's a long drive. You'll be able to watch it. Just go to my Facebook page tonight. And the other thing that we probably should tell folks, and they're probably going, hey, man, he's the only one that's got his tip jar up there. So here's what I haven't told John. If you guys want to, you don't have to. It's not a big requirement. But if you do, whatever we do tonight, we're going to split and go to McDonald's tomorrow anyway. That's what's going to happen.
You didn't tell me any of that.
It'll be awesome, man. It'll be that Big Mac you've always wanted.
I tell you what, man, I woke up this morning. I shaved extra close thinking I could get a Big Mac, you know. And I'll tell you something else, too. And Tom is far too humble to say anything about this. But this gentleman has put out some phenomenal records himself, CDs.
Except nobody's ever heard them.
Except you might want to go to his website, tomworth.com, and look and check out some of those things. Remember, it's tomworth.com, not the brutally handsome and humble tomworth.com. Right. Just that's the other one.
WURTH. You want to know why that is?
Why is that?
Because it's all about you.
Okay.
That's the deal. There you go. Well, I think I want to do something. If you're going to do that boogie woogie stuff, I think I want to do the song that this kind of started it all off. This was also on the first record, and I've got a young fan, man. He's buddies with my son Dagan, and his name's Coop, and he lives here in town, and he's always on. This is his favorite, one of his favorite songs. He told me one time, he was over at the house, and he said, Mr. Tom, he said, I've got two favorite country singers. I said, really? Who are they? Not thinking anything. And he said, Luke Combs and Tom Wurth, by God. That cost me $25. But, hey, you know what? I like to hear it. Anyway, this was the first single that we had out, which was written by Sonny Lemaire, Shane Miner, and J.P. Pennington. Of course, J.P. Pennington and Sonny Lemaire were in exile, are in exile, you know. But this went all the way to top 30 on the charts. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but it also garnered over in England, and I see Janet Buckingham's on tonight, so hi, Janet. Over in England, it garnered a spot in the line dancing magazine over there. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that it was
Cool.
that it went? It was also in Japan. If you YouTube that, you'll see Bread on the Table.
Really?
You've not lived until you've seen Japanese people line dancing with cowboy hats on. I'm telling you, it was the coolest thing ever. Anyway, this one's called Bread on the Table. Bread on the table, gas in the car, every now and then a little whiskey in the jar. Gonna keep on working long as I'm able, doing what I can to keep bread on the table. Clothes on the line, the washing needs fixing, trying to squeeze in a little hugging and a kissing. One on the way, one in the cradle, ain't much sleeping, keeping bread on the table. Now Mr. Bill Collector wants my last dime. I need a little more time. And that son of a boss man that I have to answer to, ought to have to wear my shoes. Well, mama needs a break, baby's got the flu, trying to stretch a paycheck just to make do. Gotta pay the rent, forget about the cable, it's hard enough keeping bread on the table. Most of our friends in the same boat, hanging by a thread, need a little more rope. We go to church on Sunday just to see the light. Heaven knows I tried. And thank the Lord for getting me through one more day, keeping the wolves away. I gotta keep bread on the table, gas in the car, every now and then a little whiskey in the jar. Gonna keep on working long as I'm able, doing what I can to keep bread on the table. Clothes on the line, the washing needs fixing, trying to squeeze in a little hugging and a kissing. One on the way, one in the cradle, ain't much sleeping, keeping bread on the table. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
That was a good song.
That's a good song.
I like that song.
That good. That's good. That sure beats the alternative.
No, there's a lot of good songs on that record, man. There really
It
was.
was a lot of fun to do.
I'm going to try this song. Years ago, I wrote this with Gary Cotton, and I wanted to record it. I just never gotten around to it. So for my friend who knows what this means, this is for you. Okay?
What does that mean?
It means whatever. See? Like
Still hip, cool, and groovy.
whatever. I'm just gnarly. You know?
That's right. Rad, man.
This is one, it's called Free Spirits. She was fickle as a wind, always changing directions. I could never pin her down. The kind of girl I said I never wanted, I'm in so deep, you swim or you drown. There was something about her, knowing I couldn't tame her, made me want her even more. I'd heard of free spirits, but I'd never chased one before. At first I tried building fences to hold her, hoping she just might stay around. Till I realized that I'd never have her, trying to keep her feet on the ground. There was something about her, knowing I couldn't change her, made me want her even more. I'd heard of free spirits, but I'd never chased one before. She ran away with my heart, then day by day she broke apart the walls I'd built to keep life in, that I will never live behind again. I guess I always knew one day I might lose her. She'd go the way she came, but I have no regrets for our time together, 'cause I know just how quickly life can change. There was something about her I'll always remember. She said life's about opening doors. I'd heard of free spirits, I just never chased one before. Oh, I'd heard of free spirits, but I'd never been one before.
Now I'm mad 3 times. I've been irritated this whole show. Completely. Have y'all not been irritated? He's not written any of these things with me at all. We have a 12-hour drive tomorrow. I expect some progress.
Okay, we'll make it. We'll make it. And McDonald's.
And McDonald's. We got time for a couple of more. And I see my my Aunt Mary's on here. You've met my Aunt Mary before.
I have. Certainly have.
And oh, there's Phil Smallwood. You remember Phil?
I do.
Hi, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. This was a pleasure and an honor for me to share one of my friends with y'all. And I see a lot of your fans are on here tonight, too, which is
yes, thank you so much for coming
very, very cool.
I wanted to introduce you to Tom, too, because I don't know how many of you have had the opportunity to hear him before.
Do you see how that was just
a...
Do you see how that was a second thought?
The second
Did you see
thought?
that?
No. Hey, it was a thought, man. You know, be grateful.
Hey, I am. I'll take what I can get, right? It's just nice to be playing music.
Yeah.
It's
really.
nice to be playing music. It's nice to have people tuning in tonight, and I'm feeling pretty good vocally. Now that I said that, I'm going to mess it up. But I'm going to do this song.
Is this going to make me angry?
Remember them new stretchy britches we were talking about? This is a song I don't do really often. And when I recorded this, John came up here and it was in this studio, and I played it for him, and I was really nervous to play it for him. And I was shocked to find out that you said this is one of your favorite songs of all time.
It is.
So, now after this, will you do one thing for me, please? We can't close out the night unless they hear Really Love to See You Tonight. Would you please?
Sure we can.
No, we
We
can't.
could do it really easily.
No, we can't. I'd really love to see it tonight. I'd really I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, the skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up when the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you find me. Well, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, then why, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why
That's a song.
That's a great song.
That's a song.
That's a great song.
I mean, if that song had been written today, it would have been my trip. Hey, girl, you want to go get a drink?
Hey, I do have to say hi to somebody before you do this. He's a Texas boy.
Yeah. Good.
He sings down in the Rio Grande Valley. His name is Kurt James. So, Kurt, if you're still on here, John Ford Coley, Kurt James.
Hey,
Kurt James, John Ford Coley.
You sing in the Rio Grande Valley, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like an F sharp minor kind of thing?
It is.
Okay, good.
Sweet Caroline. Hey, before you do this, I do want to say thank you so much for coming in tonight. On a serious note, we're not going to have a serious note, I know, but thanks, man.
Oh,
Thanks so much. It's
Thank
so
you for
good.
letting me come over here. And,
So good. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Ford Coley. Y'all give him a big Facebook round of applause.
Thank you very much. Okay, we will do this one. Just everybody kind of sing along. Thanks so much for showing up tonight. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, got to introduce yourself to Tom. And again, TomWurth.com. Check out some of his CDs. I think he will be very, very pleased. So everybody sing along. Hello, yeah, it's been a while, not much. How about you? I'm not sure why I called, I guess I really just want to talk to you. I was thinking maybe later on we could get together for a while. It's been such a long time and I really do miss your smile. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing, the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. Could go walking through Windy Park, take a drive along the beach. Stay at home and watch TV. You see, it really doesn't matter much to me. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing, the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. I won't ask for promises, so you don't have to lie. Played that game before. Say I love you and say goodbye. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing, the stars around, and I really love to see it. Now everybody sing. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing, the stars around, and I'd really love to see it. One more time. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing, the stars around, and I'd really love to see it. Ooh, I'd love to see it tonight.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to John Ford Coley for coming out tonight for another Wurthwhile Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you out on the road on Saturday in Austin, Minnesota, and hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.